I remember when I first joined the New York City Guardian Angels back in 1986. And I did it for a reason because I saw what was going on in my neighborhood in my hometown of Yonkers and other neighborhoods. And this brother right here you see in the middle is at that time was a young 24-year-old man by the name of Curtis Rock Sleewine. Now, we called him Rock. He got his name Rock because he can throw them hands, man. He wasn't a white dude that you was just going to run up on. He wasn't a white dude you think he was going to punk. No. He took 12 of his employees and ran McDonald's on Fordham Road. Now, everybody knows the McDonald's on Fordham Road was one of the worst areas at that time. Back in the 70s, 79. And everybody know how bad the Bronx was and the whole fire borough of New York City. And this man took time out to become a manager at that McDonald's with his 12 employees. Now, it was rough at the McDonald's. Gang members coming in, and they had to fight the gang members, off, and always prevailed in the end. Then from that situation, they started the Rock Brigade. The Rock Brigade meant they cleaned up like all the graffiti, they swept, they tried to make that area clean, very clean. Because remember, back in the days, the graffiti, not even the beautiful graffiti right now that they have inside the Smithsonian Museum, but a lot of garbage, a lot of filth. And these brothers, him and 12 other employees, did this. Then they thought about how to protect people, because everybody knows back in the days it was horrible. It was horrible to walk the streets because you would get mugged. It was horrible to ride the trains because you would get mugged. It was horrible to be riding the public buses because the bus driver couldn't do nothing because you would get mugged. And then from the Magnificent 13, it switched into the Guardian Angels because too many people from other boroughs wanted to join. So he had to think of a name, and the name became the Guardian Angels. Now, we took time out of our time and risked our life with 6 Guardian Angels was unalived, protecting people. People still had a problem with that, and today people still don't like us. They don't respect to where we had to put our lives and push our family members becoming 24 hours, 7 days a week Guardian Angels, where he put us up into headquarters. Mama Angel, as you saw in the picture, that lady, that was Mama Angel. Her real name is Fran. Her real name is Fran. And then you had his father that busted behind being a merchant marine, a Chester. He was Papa Angel. And these people didn't even know us. And if we didn't have a place to live and other headquarters was full, Fran and Chester would say, Curtis, bring him over to the house. They're staying here until everything is okay. So that was like our second mother and our second father. And we took time out to protect people. We took time out to put ourselves in danger to protect people. We did. And to this day, people still don't like us. This man would have been the perfect candidate for New York City because the love that this man and his sidekick, which is Arnold 13, I love you, brother, too, took the time out. Now, Arnold 13, at 16 years old, was doing this, going to college, got his master's degree in security management, now owns his own company. So there was a lot of good things that came out of us being Guardian Angels, of us being Magnificent 13 members. We could have been doing other stuff. We could have been a part of the problem. We could have been menaced kids out there doing a lot of stuff that would have had us either, one, in jail. 2, our parents would have been burying us. This man didn't have a racist bone in his body. It started out with blacks, Hispanics, then everybody else. Asians, Indians, whites, everybody was a part of this rainbow coalition, the Guardian Angels. And people disrespect Rock. He would have been the perfect candidate to clean New York up. But nobody gave this man a chance. Twice. Now we have a man in there that gets in there and promising what he's going to do. First of all, he can't promise anything. He has to go through Albany and the legislature before he gets what he wants. And of course, I don't think the legislature in Albany is going to give him that. You want to have governed supermarkets. You want to tell people what they can buy, when they can come. You're going to have a line of people. Then you're trying to take the bodegas to do the same thing. These people came here as immigrants, got their papers, and built an establishment and a store, and the bodegas are a part of New York City. The Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. I don't know about Long Island, but the bodegas is part, and it makes New York City. Then you're trying to have it where people, you want to abolish property on it. You're going to tell me now you can't even come to buy a house in New York City, in those boroughs, and you can't even own your own property. But these are the Gen Zs that put it in there, mostly them, because all they heard was free. They didn't hear nothing else but free. New York City is about to have a rude awakening, because if my senses are right, New York City is going to go back to the same crap that we had to clean up. That's what's going to happen. That's what is going to happen. We took our time out to make, we endangered our lives so people can live. I've been down 39 years, from 1986 to the present, and I'm still a guardian angel. And I want to be put in the coffin as a guardian angel. When the Lord says, it's your time, bury me with my colors, like we usually do, beret and everything. Period. But y'all made the wrong decision on putting this man in office to be the mayor of New York City. Shout out to my brothers, the New York City Guardian Angels. Shout out to the police department, NYPD, because they're going to have a hard time. A very hard time. You're going to tell me you want to cut the police department and it's only 35? You want to cut it and put social workers? So you're going to have a hard time in your house, and we call 911 and a social worker comes up to your house? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? We need social workers to take these people off the street. But when it comes to crime, what are they going to do if there's some type of either a domestic violence in the home or somebody's trying to do something to people in their house? Is a social worker going to solve that problem? No. Rock would have solved that problem. The Guardian Angels would have solved that problem. But you didn't give us a chance. Now the rude awakening starts. Escape from New York begins. Big Hawk, Yonkers native, bringing you the latest street news and my theory, what's going to happen. I'm out of here until the next video. Take a look at this. You may earn our respect.